Welcome back to the Steve Gruber Show. Glad you're along for the conversation. Now, you've heard me talk for years now about losing weight with My Pure Health Solutions. I did it 5.5 years ago, lost more than 40 pounds, changed my life. So glad I did it. I mean, it was a life-changing experience. And I can't even imagine being that big. Again, I didn't really think I was that big, but then I started to lose weight, and I'm like, wow, what a difference it made. I had clarity in my mind. I just felt invigorated and better. And a lot of folks, you sit there and say, well, I can't lose weight. I'm having trouble. I'm struggling. I've been on this diet and that diet. Well, look, it's not your fault. It's not. And that's why we're bringing in Missy today from My Pure Health to talk more about it. She has been behind this company, behind me for years. Missy, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me, Steve.
So people, they need to take the guilt away, for starters, right? It's not their fault. That's the first thing. It's not your fault. If you're not losing weight and you've tried this diet and that diet, stop getting caught up in the guilt. Let's get to some answers that will have some real results, right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's the biggest thing in the last 10 years working with clients and watching and hearing everyone's stories. I mean, the majority of people, think about this, 45 million people each year in the United States go on a weight loss program, and they spend $33 billion a year. And that frustrates me because I know that what these people are being sold is a one-size-fits-all cookie-cutter approach. 50 people come into a store or into a office building, and they're all a weight loss building, and they're all going to leave with the same cookie-cutter package. And we're not cookie cutter. We are all our own individual person, and
Yep.
we all have our different hormones. We do have different toxins and different things like that are affecting the metabolism. And so I look at, when I see my clients, I'm like, I wonder why they're holding on to fat. And
Right
think,
now,
yeah.
and I've told people, Missy, time and again, this is a custom plan. It's not Steve Gruber's plan for you. It's your plan for you. It's the plan that Missy and you designed together based on these biomarkers. And I want to talk about those for a second because everybody has indicators of what's wrong. Maybe they're using a CPAP machine, or they're taking Tylenol because they have a headache, or they're drinking more coffee because they're tired all the time. But there are different indicators of things that are not working properly in your body. Therefore, they're not working properly in your life, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So in society, we're used to kind of like covering up a symptom with a Band-Aid, like you just said. If you have a migraine, you're going to take some Tylenol. But maybe what if you're having a migraine because cervical might be out of line? We're used to jumping on to something fast that's quick, one size fits all, Tylenol or Pepto-Bismol or whatever it is to settle issues in our bodies, when really, why don't we get to the root cause of why are you having a migraine? Why are you having stomach issues? I grew up, yeah, we just have always, we're like, we want it and we want it now. And so because we have that mentality, the weight loss industry is making billions of dollars, and they're just selling everybody a yo-yo. I mean, they'll lose it and they'll gain it right back because they never got to the root of the problem. When I was little and I had to go out and pull weeds, my mom would say, like, Missy, you got to get the root out. If you don't take the root out, the weed's going to grow back, and it's going to grow back even bigger. And that's the problem with people going on this repetitive yo-yo diets that are out there. They're never addressing the root. They're getting temporary results, but then as soon as they stop taking that one size fits all thing, they're going to gain it all right back, and that's
Right.
frustrating
In
people.
the diet industry, Missy, let's be honest, the diet industry is there to make money. They make lots of it. As you said, billions and billions of dollars spent on people trying to lose weight. One size fits all doesn't really get a lot of folks there. Now, I've told people for years, it's a custom plan like we just talked about. It's my plan for me. And how do we get there? Biomarkers. You have a technology, you have a system where you go through and you evaluate each person's body. My body's not the same as yours, not the same
No.
as the person next to me. We're very different, and you go through and you have a very sophisticated way to figure that out, right?
Right. Thanks to the technology that we are able to use, we're using quantum physics to figure out what is going on inside each individual person's body that comes to us. And every single person, just like you said, there's no way that anyone could ever have the same results because everyone has a whole different um, system going on. Hormones, us ladies have a lot more hormones than men, but our system looks at 2,800 specific biological processes in your body that are all all attached to metabolism. And so if we can go in and look at those 2,800 specific biomarkers in your body and find out which ones are out of range, we are able to determine organs and things like that that are working too hard. And so if we're able to not if we are able to find out the root of the problem, then we give the clients a customized protocol that they take, and we turn the fat storage button off and we turn the fat burning on. It sounds cheesy, but that we turn people's metabolism back on by balancing out what's been out of balance for possibly years and removing specific unwanted things like bacteria, viruses, heavy metals, food and chemical dyes, the air we're breathing. All of that plays a role, and it plays a different role in some people's bodies can handle certain toxins, another person's body can't. And so
Right.
obesity is a sign that there's something 911, there's something out of balance inside this body.
Right, and obesity needs to be addressed in this country because whether it's just aching joints, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, all sorts of problems come with being overweight that we need to address and address now. I mean, if folks are listening right now, I say, look, guys, you want to go to your kids' graduation from high school, your grandkids' graduation from high school or college, but you got to be healthy to be there. There's a reason we have the term little old man and not big old man. I mean, there's a reason, that people get healthier. But something else I tell people, Misty, and I think this is really important. This is not like replacement shakes and in bars and so forth that like eating drywall. It's not that at all. It's real food. It's protein, it's fruits, it's vegetables, it's real food that's customized for people. Now, I have a couple of foods that if I eat them, I'm going to gain weight instantly. Ivy won't, I will. It's kind of like everybody has foods that somehow don't interact with their bodies properly. That's something else you figure out, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah. Once we pull the fat right off the client's body, and you're right, they're eating specific proteins, vegetables, and fruit. That you go to the grocery store, there's a huge list of foods that you're able to eat on this program. But then once the fat burning phase is done, then you're right. We take the clients in the second phase, which is the most important. We now help the client show how to keep the weight off. And it takes 3 weeks because the hypothalamus is what controls your weight set point. And the hypothalamus needs 3 weeks to maintain you at the same weight in order for it to lock in. So that way you don't go back up and springboard. And that's when clients all learn their trigger foods. And sometimes
that's exactly right. Extremely important. And I want people to know, look, if you're watching right now, your consultation's free. If you decide to do a program and you're ready to do it, you're going to save $100 by doing it. So we've got that right up front. But I want you to think about this. It's a free consultation.
Right.
You can talk. I mean, you can find out, look, I've been overweight for a while. My joints hurt. I don't want to look in the mirror. I just feel uncomfortable. I'm embarrassed at family events, whatever it might be that might be pushing you along. But why put it off is what I would say, Missy. It's time to take control of their lives again, right?
Exactly. And not only that, but the people that I'm dealing with all around the United States, they're coming in with so many different medications. And it's just
Yeah.
I mean, I had a gentleman that was on 4 high blood pressure medications, and within 40 days, his doctor pulled him off all 4 of them. People are getting off their sleep apnea machines. I mean, when we pull 50 pounds of fat off of your body, guess what? When you lay down at night,
yeah. Can't sleep when there's 50 pounds laying on your chest or 100 or whatever it might be. Listen, here it is. I want you to go to gruberhealth.com. I do. I want you to go to gruberhealth.com, find out more about My Pure Health Solutions. Missy and her whole team are there to help you get over this hump, if you will. You've been thinking about it, been wondering about it. Now is the time. Missy, thank you for being here. Greatly appreciate it. I know you're changing lives every day. You change mine, and you're changing others. Missy, thank you.